Hey, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to another video, and there's another paid request for James. Thank you so much for that. For those interested in requesting any type of videos, movie reviews, re-reviews, random thoughts, streams, commentaries, video game playthrough for an hour, or full playthrough, tier list ranking, whatever the case may be, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal. Do have a CashApp as well. Links, like I said, down below in the info box, and I will get to it as soon as I possibly can. And this is for the album Master of Puppets by Metallica, which was their third album, came out in 1986. Now, my favorite Metallica album is the Black Album, because I really love Enter Sandman, Nothing Else Matters, but I think Sad But True's on there, The Unforgiven. A lot of songs out there I quite enjoy. This, I do like. Battery being the first one has a nice electric guitar opening. I thought it was very energetic. I thought the riff at the end works very well. Like the riff at the end, for some reason I'm listening to this, I'm like, this could work for like a movie trailer. Like if a movie trailer, you want to have like this rapid series of images to really ramp it up. That sounds like the Jaws theme, but it doesn't sound like I'm just making. See, that's what I can't hum, I can't sing for shit, so I don't do either. But yeah, I thought it was a good adrenaline pumping way to open up your album. And then you get Master of Puppets. Master of Puppets, I do enjoy the song. I will say though, I actually prefer the version remixed by Dance with the Dead. If you never heard it, check out Master of Puppets Dance with the Dead. It's Metallica, it's their lyrics, it's their vocals, but the way it's done with the Dance with the Dead synthesizer is my favorite version of Master of Puppets. Come crawling faster, obey your master. But I do like the original version as well. To crawling faster. From crawling faster, obey your master. Your life burns faster, obey your master. Master, master, master of puppets, pulling your strings, twisting your mind and smashing your dreams. It does have a dread beat to it. Self-destruction, ba-da-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da, obey your master. Very good head-banging thrust and rhythm of the song. You definitely see why people got their adrenaline pumped with it. Definitely one of the best songs on the album. You have the theme that should not be. Song I didn't mind. What was the lyric? Nice heavy rhythm and madness you dwell. That one I didn't mind. The thing that should not be. But the one that I would say is my favorite of this album is Welcome Home Sanitarium. I love the opening riff. I love how the first chunk of it feels like a horror movie. And I think this was used, I can't believe it, I'm trying to remember that documentary, the Memphis 3. About the Memphis 3, I believe this song was used in the documentary, at least the first one of that. And I love the tone of it, and especially the first half. They keep me locked up in this cage. Did you see it's why my brain says rage? Da 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 ba da 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 ba da 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 da. Welcome home, sanitarium. Ba da da. Gotta be alone. See, I'm not good with lyrics. I can't remember fucking lyrics to save my life. I'd have to write the shit down, and I write in chicken scratches, so I wouldn't be able to read what the fuck I wrote. But I do say, and can say, and will say that I do enjoy the song. It has a very nice rhythm and beat to it. It's my favorite of the album. Obviously, that's my favorite, and the Master of Puppets would be my second favorite song on the album. The other songs, they definitely have very fast beats, like Disposable Heroes and Damage Incorporated. They definitely are very fast. I mean, Disposable Heroes, for what I understand, has at times 220 beats a minute. Very fast, very intense. Lyrics like Back to the Front is more anti-war song. In fact, if you look at the album, you see all the crosses, but if you look closely, there's a helmet, a military helmet hanging from one of the crosses. You have Leper Messiah, which was there. Orion, which was interesting because that's just instrumental. There's no one singing. Thought that was very solid. I like the riffs and guitar work in that. Orion. I think at times when they did a bit too fast, it kind of, maybe it's just me getting old in age, that kind of music just, it's hard for me to listen to in my old age. I'm getting too old, for it. This hearing, especially here, is not as good as it used to be. So maybe I'm just getting too old to hear that kind of stuff. So the ones that I just find more of a rhythm, I'm not saying it has to be a slow beat, but if it's like super, super fast, unless it really clicks for me, like Kiss Start My Heart, Miley Crew, that really clicks for me. But yeah, it's still nice to listen to, but it's not something I'd go back and re-listen to over and over again. But yeah, Master of Puppets and Welcome Home Sanitarium, Battery, the instrumental Ryan, I would say those are four of my favorites of the album, so pretty good to listen to. I haven't heard this album in a long time, so it's nice to hear it again. And yeah, the Metallica stuff is very cool to listen to. So yeah, it's nice to revisit this stuff. Sorry it's not a long video, but I don't want to just bore people, because I've said before, I've said again, I'm no musical reviewer type of guy. I don't know how to talk about music in intricate details because I've never played an instrument. I've never been much into music class. So I just, either I listen to it, it sounds good to me, or it doesn't. That's as detailed as I could get. I'm sorry, folks. It's just how it is. But I know in Metallica, a lot of people have said throughout the years they sold out. I liked Metallica, but I didn't follow them as strongly as other people did. So, and plus, I mean, I got on them, I guess you say later, because by the time I heard their songs, really heard their songs, it was probably 95, 96, maybe 97. And then by that time, they were already going to the load, reload, era, which people hated. But I'm hearing those songs, like, well, I like that one, Oh, I remember that song, what was it, Mission Impossible 2? I Disappear? That would have been, what, 2000? Enter Sandman. I know I had heard that song before in movies. And a lot of times it would be movies or trailers that I would hear these songs at first. Because where I grew up with, they didn't play these songs a whole lot on the radio, so take that for you will. And they cut their hair. I'm like, okay, what's the big deal? They cut their hair. I guess for a lot of people it was a big deal. I don't know. Not to me. I don't care. Someone cuts their fucking hair. But take that for you will. But yeah, they did some kind of monster. And I thought it was an interesting documentary, but at the same time, it's nothing I really rewatch a whole lot. I know a lot of people like, oh my god, they're just bitching at each other and having therapy. Like, you had to have therapy sessions. You're Metallica. You know, a lot of people had that foresight, that thought process. And then Saint Anger isn't, I didn't think it was that great of an album anyway. So you did all that therapy to come out with an album that most would say is one of your worst or most forgettable. So much for the therapist. But I guess, yeah, they've made other albums since, so maybe in the long run it works for them. I don't know. But anyway, thanks for watching. Take care, and we will see you in the next video. Bye-bye for now.